Alright, folks, I know I skipped the part of putting on the carpet and putting on the carpet glue. This is what I applied the carpet glue with. I used a small part at the bottom to spread the glue. And I'll go here real quick. Stay with me. This is the carpet glue I used to put the carpet down. Now here's something I want to show you from the beginning. I vowed not to drill no holes in my new deck, completely sealed. Now, all these screws, and the screws right there, I put rubber O-rings against the head of the screws. I took a Q-tip on every screw hole. I took a Q-tip and drenched it in resin and went in and out each hole several times, okay, to coat the inside of that hole. And as you've seen in the one video, this hole here too, I coated it with fiberglass and both types of fiberglass, the resin and the ones with little hair in them. But I saturated these bolt holes really good with resin. I also, each hole, I put a big pile of caulking on top of each hole and set this in it and then run the screws down in it. Okay, I did not caulk around the edge of it. And the reason I never caulked around the edge of it is because this carpet gets wet and water, and I did not caulk around this either. Okay, because if water gets under here, I want it to be able to escape, and it can run out around this here and go down in the hull of the boat and out the bilge pump. I did not seal this because water can run under it where it's not perfectly even, and there again, okay, there won't be no water held in here. Okay, it'll run out and down into the bilge. Now here's something I want to show y'all I'm very proud of. No, not my Dr. Pepper. Whoa. This little baby right here. Okay, this comes on top of your cans, your quart cans of fiberglass. I wound up having to buy 2 quart cans of fiberglass. One got ruined because of humidity. I didn't think to cut down on the hardener. But this lid comes on this with your hardener in it when you buy it. Now, I used this little lid. As you can see, there's resin in there. I took this lid, vowing not to drill into my new deck, totally sealed. There'll be no hinges, no nothing drilled to this new deck. I filled this up at 2 ounces of fiberglass 6 times. Now this was just extra resin, but this did come in handy. I filled this up 6 times to the first lip, very first lip. Okay, and 6 times, and I made these. I made these amazing little pedestals that I put my electronics on. Kind of hard to see with the carpet. Let me get a better view from this side. See the little pedestals? Here and here, and over here that I got my whatever you call that on. Now, I took before I put the carpet on it, I put these where I wanted them. Excuse me, I marked them with pencil. I took my fiberglass resin, put inside the pencil mark, put down some fiberglass mat. Okay, the fiberglass cloth on the deck that was already ready to go. I sanded the deck real good because it's already dry. Epoxy, you got to sand it before you put another layer if you let it completely dry. I sanded it where I wanted my blocks to go. Okay, now I prepped it with acetone, wiped all the dust off, vacuumed it. I think I vacuumed it after that, but I prepped it with acetone. Put the cloth, I put the resin down, put the fiberglass cloth down, put another coat of fiberglass resin on top of that. Okay, just one sheet, and I put under each block. All right, when I got that block where I wanted it, on the tops of these, the first block, I put fiberglass resin, and I pre-cut all my stuff to where I didn't have to do much trimming. Anyway, I put another layer in between the two blocks. Here's 2 blocks, there's 6 blocks here. In between the 2 blocks, I put fiberglass resin and cloth. And I saturated it, make sure the cloth had all the resin it could take. Then I set the second block on top. And then I put a paint can or something kind of heavy on each one to mash it down till it dried. I took a paintbrush with the excess resin squeezing out. I took a paintbrush and brushed it the best I could to keep it from piling up. And I had to do some trimming in between, a little bit of cloth hanging out. I took my cutter and trimmed it off. Now it's good carpet on it, no bolts, no screws, no nothing. Now, the beauty of this, what I do with this, when I poured the resin in here, I chopped up a bunch of the cloth and I chopped it up in little bitty pieces. I filled this resin with chopped up cloth on every one of these. And when they got all hard and set up and everything, I drilled them and tapped them. And let's see if you can see that little hole right there. I went to Lowe's and I bought me 1032 bolts, I think it was. 1032 bolts and a tap kit with the drill and the tap. And folks, that's threaded. That's threaded fiberglass, and it will hold. It will hold. And it's got the ones on my boat has got chopped up glass in it, chopped up fiberglass cloth. So I'm sorry I skipped that part. There's some of that I did not show. But I've been out here for several days working like a dog on this. 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. So any questions, just put them in the comments. Just to recap, if you got a floor like a Ranger or any other boat that the front is totally encapsulated, the top and bottom, when you first make your first cut the floor out, go out at least 4 or 4.5 inches around the edges so you don't cut your stringers like I did. Stringers are just little raised parts that add a little support for the floor. If you cut them, it's no big deal. You can fiberglass them back together, but if you can avoid it, that's even better. So, any questions, get a hold of me. I'll let you know what I've done. But I've got a beautiful, solid deck here that's should be 110% sealed, waterproof. All right, I love you. God bless you. This is Skymo, and I'm sorry there's some detail I left out, but like I said, I was exhausted. A lot of late nights, and probably wasn't as detailed as I really wanted to be. When I got to the edge, I pushed these doors. All these doors is off the hinges. I pushed the doors in between here and put a yardstick in between there and hold the edges down. All right, any questions, comments, complaints, leave on the comment section. Love you. God bless you.